The conventional wisdom in the investment world is that an investment's risk can be measured by the volatility of the price of the investment in the marketplace. To me, this approach has it backwards, since changes in price are determined by the changes in the opinions of investors in the marketplace. Why would a rational investor substitute the opinions of the marketplace, as reflected in the volatility of the price, for his own assessment of the risk of the investment? And consultants take this idea further by tracking the volatility of a portfolio manager's results in an attempt to measure risk. So could you guys expand on your thoughts on this?
Yes, volatility does not measure risk. And the problem is that the people who have written and taught about volatility do not know how to measure. And the nice thing about beta, which is a measure of volatility, is that it's nice and mathematical and wrong in terms of measuring risk. It's a measure of volatility, but past volatility does not determine the risk of investing. Risk comes from the nature of certain kinds of businesses. It can be risky to be in some businesses just by the simple economics of the type of business you're in, and it comes from not knowing what you're doing. If you understand the economics of the business in which you are engaged, and you know the people with whom you're doing business, and you know the price you pay, and you don't run any real risk. And I don't think Charlie and I, certainly at Berkshire, I don't think we've ever had a permanent loss in marketable securities that was, what, 1%? But in terms of marketable securities, I cannot recall a case where we've lost it. The whole development of volatility as a measure of risk has really occurred and it's been very useful for people who wanted a career in teaching, but it is not. We've never found a way for it to be useful to us. Charlie?
Both corporate finance and investment management courses, as taught in the major universities, we would argue it's at least 50% twaddle. And yet these people have very high IQs. One of the reasons we've been able to do pretty well is that we early recognized that very smart people do very dumb things, and we tried to figure out why. And we also wanted to know who, so we could avoid them.